Nothing quite like the first game of a brand new season. So many possibilities.
Well, you know, BA, for the players, you're excited and relieved at the same time. You get to see all the hard work you put in during the offseason pay off.
Here are the 5 for the Lakers. James is out there with Rui Hachimura. Then it's Austin Reeves. Then it's Luka Doncic. And it's Hayes in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Don't know what you're thinking, but you got to get out on that or Luka gonna cook you.
Here's Collier, guarded by Doncic. It's stolen by James. It's hauled in by Collier. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Lakers. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Will Hardy. I asked him if he thinks anyone has a better feel for the game than Luka Doncic, and he told me, I don't want to get into a comparison, but what I can say is that he controls the pace like no one else. You can't speed him up, you can't slow him down. Guys?
Appreciate the report, Allie. Now here's Hachimura. Playing Utah, he was nearly unstoppable. James can't get it to go.
That's his shot. And one, I'm sure, he wants back.
Lets a floater go. Sexton misses. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Back to James. Out to Hachimura from outside the arc. Utah grabs the miss.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Here's Sexton. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
The biggest reason Sexton was a top 10 pick? Explosiveness. He's tough to slow down.
Find the lane. Find the lane. One shot.
Sexton. One shot.
The Lakers have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Reeves finds Doncic. Here's Hayes. He's covered by Kessler. Oh, Kessler with the block.
Just 1 for 5. Not the start they were looking for. Obviously, there's still plenty of time to get on track.
Outside Sexton. Pass to Collins. Clock at 6. Over James. Here's Markkanen. Here's Collier. Last game for him, he picked up 13. Kicks it out to Collins. Nails it from beyond the arc.
And sometimes Collins makes this look so effortless, as if the 3-shot is just that easy.
Doncic passes to Hachimura. Outside Reeves. Good D by Kessler.
Aggressive mindset, but the defender just as determined to send him away empty-handed.
From undrafted to closing games with LeBron and AD, Austin Reeves, what a story, Clark.
It really is a great story. I mean, this guy has just continued to prove the doubters wrong. Nobody's going to outcompete him. He's fearless. He's got great skill. Doesn't lack for confidence either. He's one of my favorite players to watch.
Here's James. The Jazz making their last shot. Hayes, the pass to Reeves. Hayes with a screen. Inside. And finished off by Hayes.
Boy, with the basketball IQ of a 15-year vet, Doncic makes plays that even veterans struggle with.
And that replay courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. And so Will Hardy calls for the timeout. He wants to review the game plan. The Lakers beat them last time when these two met in Los Angeles.
This time around, they're looking for better execution offensively. They have to avoid mistakes.
And it really was the turnovers that fueled the blowout. I mean, a lot of questionable, poor decisions by them with the ball. And when that happens, you can get blasted.
Now we have a moment to look at how the blocks have been stacking up over the past several months for Walker Kessler.
We're just not seeing the same tenacity from him on the defensive end lately. He hasn't been blocking as many shots over the last few months, and I think it's made him a little less intimidating under the hoop.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Markkanen outside, fires for three, and he buries his first look.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
James outside. Hachimura against Markkanen. Doncic on the wing from downtown. That falls. Nice feed that time from James.
Luka Doncic with the three-point answer, as competitive as they come.
Pass to Markkanen. Kessler, a screen on Hachimura. Here's Markkanen, and there's another one for the Jazz.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
James outside. Back to Doncic. Oh, there's the alley! And finished off by Hayes.
Everyone loves the alley-oop play, B.A.
Yep, one of the prettiest in basketball.
Unless you're the team getting punched on. That would be the difference.
Now here's Markkanen. He's got 5. Five to shoot. The Jazz need to get one up in a hurry. Here's Kessler. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Hachimura outside. Outside Reeves. Pass to Doncic. Screen by James. To the inside. Deflects the pass. Shot is good by Reeves.
When Reeves can get the ball inside, he's a pretty reliable scorer.
The Jazz have gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them. Right side, Sexton. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
Second in field goal percentage. And here's a team that loves sharing the ball. Top 5 in assists. They had an offense that did not stagnate.
And when you look at their field goal percentage last season, it's obvious this was a team that made smart offensive decisions and didn't rush to take shots. Clarkson's checked in for Utah. No question, this offense has some firepower.
And they're looking very confident in all that they're doing right now.
Now here's Reeves. His last outing, we saw him score 22. Doncic outside. 6 on the shot clock. And they doubled up Doncic. Hachimura from long range. That won't go for him. Now 0 for 2. And so Markkanen will bring it up for Utah. And he lobs it up top. James with a steal. Hachimura outside. Collins comes with a double. Back to Hachimura. Pass to James. Hayes with a screen on Collins. The Lakers got to get one.
What a throwdown!
LeBron James.
Boy, it's no secret that LeBron James is an outstanding passer. Oh, I love his vision in the pick and roll.
And so Will Hardy calls for the timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
Yeah, they're hoping to turn things around with this timeout.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
The 2K leaderboard highlighting last season's assist leaders. Second, Luka Doncic. And, of course, LeBron James.
And you got to give credit to how both of these guys see the floor. They are all about moving the rock and trying to set their guys up. This is why their teammates love playing with them.
Markkanen, the pass to Kessler. Back to Markkanen. Pass to Clarkson. Kessler, a screen on Reeves. Down low to win the drought. Oh, misses the dunk.
Tell you what, he does not miss many of those. He's usually a very strong finisher in tight.
Well, the Jazz are one of just 10 NBA franchises to never win a championship, Grant.
Yeah, you know, it's so hard to believe considering they have the 4th best winning percentage in NBA history. Think about it. If it weren't for one Michael Jordan, they'd probably have 2 rings.
So it's Utah now, following the score by the Lakers. Clarkson outside. Kessler, a screen on Reeves. Clarkson attacking. And stolen by Hayes. Clarkson against Reeves. Kicks it to Doncic. Shoots over Collier. And Doncic the bucket on the assist by Reeves. And now a 5-point Laker lead. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Lakers.
Well, their hands resulting in plenty of steals in the early going, keeping the opposition there off balance.
You know, points off turnovers is something else they've excelled in. I expect the opponent at least to try to squeeze that orange a little better.
4 on the clock. For 3, Collier. Here's Kessler. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. It's on Rui Hachimura. Utah shooting their second attempt at the line tonight. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Vanderbilt's checked in for Hayes. Finney-Smith comes in for Hachimura. Connect's checked in for Reeves. And Vincent is subbed in for Doncic. Now Los Angeles with it. They're on a 13-5 run. Pass to James. From the arc. Kessler with a rebound. Kessler's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Sensabaugh. He's marked by Finney-Smith. That one's good. This game is all even.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
James against Markkanen. Finney-Smith, a screen. Here's James. And again, it's the Lakers.
The mid-range jumper has really been a vital part of LeBron's game in the second half of his career.
James with a steal. To the left wing. Vincent outside. And he drives in. Out to James. 6 to shoot. Fires the 3. Again, the miss by James.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
Now here's Clarkson. Yet to see a basket. Pass to George. Kicks it out to Clarkson. And it comes off the front of the rim.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Now here's Vincent. James deciding where to go with it. Now here's Finney-Smith. George with a steal. 4-3. Fires in the triple.
And there's a nice rhythm to his three-point shot. You know, George has a confident stroke.
Vanderbilt, a screen on George. Fires from deep. And LeBron James gets the 3. James has got 5 points.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Pass to Markkanen. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
That's his first.
Really good to see Markkanen be aggressive inside. He's excellent at drawing the attention of the defense and then forcing them to foul him.
Markkanen shoot 2, taking 2 shots.
That's good for Markkanen.
Boy, in this day and age of how the game is played, Markkanen's skill set, hand and glove fit, superb at spacing the floor with his shooting stroke.
Filipowski, he's checked in for Utah. Sexton comes in for Sensabaugh. And the Lakers also making a change. Luka Doncic is checked in for James. Markkanen hits them both.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
Doncic outside. Over Sexton. Doncic, no good.
The way they've gotten after rebounds has been impressive.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Now here's Sexton. Buries it down low. Sexton's got his second bucket of the night.
And this is how skilled of a scorer Sexton is. Able to make difficult shots in the defense's face.
Outside Vanderbilt. Pass to Doncic. Over Sexton. And there's Doncic. That's good. On the assist by Vanderbilt. Doncic has got 12 points.
Only one miss in his first 6 shots. He's definitely brought his A game.
Now here's Clarkson. He's closely guarded. Jacks up a 3. Doesn't go that time. Tie game here in Utah. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. Yeah, what stands out to you from Utah in this one?
Well, it's simple. When you can dominate the boards at both ends, you can control the second chance touches.
And, you know, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
George and Sexton in the backcourt. Kenyon Martin is out there with Jordan Clarkson. And it's Filipowski in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group for Utah right now.
A great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected.
Man, I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
Here's Vanderbilt following the bucket by Utah. Shot clock at 6. Counted for Vincent.
Luke is so smart to get other guys involved in the action. Very good at not forcing it and trying to do everything himself.
Clarkson outside. Stolen by Vanderbilt. Doncic outside to the left side wing. And a miss there on the triple.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
On the wing, Clarkson, guarded by Doncic. Clarkson passes to Filipowski. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Jared Vanderbilt picks one up. All right, Grant, give it to us straight here. What's the deal with star treatment in the NBA, you think?
Star treatment? What is that, B.A.? No, I think some players have a reputation which might help them on 50-50 calls. And you could argue that some players have a reputation that hinders them on the 50-50 calls. So it really just all depends.
First one falls for him. That one misses.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
Doncic. Utah with the rebound. Next up on the schedule, the Clippers. That'll be a home game. Martin finds Sexton. Martin inside. Guarded by Doncic. Martin misses. Pass to connect. This one for 3. Sexton grabs the board. George with it. Vincent picks him up. Martin, the pass to George. Here's Filipowski. To the paint. And that one is stuffed right through.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
So it's Los Angeles now, following the bucket by Utah. Vanderbilt, the pass to Doncic. Vanderbilt, a screen on Sexton. And here's Doncic outside. Buries it from 3. Doncic has got 15 points.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Jazz making a switch here. Potter's checked in. Glenn's checked in for the Lakers. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Pass to Sexton. And here's Martin. Back to Sexton. And it falls for him. He's hit 3 of his first 4 attempts.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
Here's Lynn. Vincent with the ball. George defending. Vincent passes to Doncic. Outside Finney-Smith. Pass to Connect. Puts up a 3. Clarkson grabs a miss. Utah's gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. Martin with the bucket.
And we think of Clarkson often as a scorer, but there, making the unselfish pass, just great work.
Lakers trail by 3. Doncic on the wing. Utah with the rebound. And they're dialed in offensively.
Sure are. Staying in attack mode and at the same time playing under control. That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
Yeah, those were fine numbers he posted at the line. It was hard to find fault with anything he did from the stripe.
Filipowski, he's checked in for Potter. Hayes is checked in for the Lakers. Reeves comes in for Vincent. Sexton, no good on the free throw. Lakers trail by 5. Here's Doncic. Nice finish from Luka.
Luka, combination of finesse and bully ball in there that time.
Sexton with it. He's got 9. To the middle. And it's stolen by Finney-Smith. Now the Lakers moving it up. Out to the wing. Back to Doncic. Outside Finney-Smith. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. Doncic has got his 4th assist in this one.
I think that's one of his specialties, really. Finney-Smith is out there to defend at a high level and knock down 3s.
Now here's Clarkson. Still no points. Martin with a screen on Doncic. To the paint. It's tipped. And it's stolen by Finney-Smith. Now the Lakers moving it up. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
He's cooking with grease. He's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's that hot.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throw of the night here. And the Lakers making a change here. Vincent's checked in.
One of the things that's really impressive about Luka Doncic is his continued growth. I mean, season to season, you see this guy working on himself, working on his mind, how he thinks the game and his body, and becoming a better athlete. That spells trouble for the league.
Now the Lakers moving it up. Here's Reeves. Count it. Reeves has got his 2nd basket on the night.
Again, I mean, just weak fast break defense.
Jazz trail by 5. Up top, George. He's covered by Reeves. Pass to Sensabaugh. Back to George. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Collins. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. Collins has got 5.
Yeah, that's a good look for Collins. I like the offensive approach right there.
Reeves against George. Doncic outside. Doncic is double. Reeves finds Doncic. Over Clarkson. Doncic, no good.
and the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey, Brian, John Collins is fitting nicely on the Jazz, and Coach Will Hardy said he's given us a huge lift on the offensive end. He's a tough cover, the way he's able to mix up popping and rolling. The defense can't prepare for just one thing. It makes him a dynamic threat.
Able to score on multiple levels, Allie. Thank you. And he knocks down the first one.
Really a good free throw shooter. You'd like to see Clarkson get to the line even more because of that.
James is checked in for the Lakers. Hachimura comes in for Vincent. And so Clarkson nails both of them. And Reeves has got the ball here for the Lakers. And at home for the next game, it'll be Charlotte pulling in to face him. It'll be a quick stopover at home before they have to get back out on the road.
You wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the glass.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
Kessler, a screen on Reeves. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Clarkson for 3. Kicks it to George. There's the triple. He buries it from 3. George has got 6 points. Well, it's certainly been a roller coaster ride.
You do me one, I'll do you one better. It feels like we have a lead change every few possessions.
They need this. And Hachimura with the lay-in.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Now here's George. We saw him with 11 points in his last game. Here's Sensabaugh. Drives to the hoop. Uses the glass on the layup. And the Jazz lead by 2.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
Now Hayes. Coming in off 12 points in his last outing. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Luka with the crafty shot fake. Outstanding at tricking the defense.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Utah.
So far, they've had a lot of success off fast break plays, and they'll probably continue to push the tempo as much as possible.
Tell you what, they have outworked the opposition and have capitalized on the putbacks. Bagging their own groceries tonight, boys.
That's good from Doncic.
Luka Doncic is a do-it-all player. I mean, he does everything for this team, including being a walking triple-double threat on a game-by-game basis.
Doncic hits them both.
That's a great job getting to the line here. You know, he didn't have a single attempt in that first quarter because I thought he was tentative. Much more aggressive here in the second.
Now here's Collins. He's got 5. Marketed for 3. Another 3 for Utah.
And the quick trigger of Marketing is impressive. He's got such a fluid release, too, especially on these catch-and-shoot jumpers.
James outside. Back to Doncic. The 3 is up. The rebound by the Jazz. Kessler's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Tipped. It's stolen by James. Fast break. Here come the Lakers. Knocked loose. Dives for it. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Collier. All right, let's examine the distribution between 3s and 2s tonight for the Jazz.
And I love the clip they've shot from beyond the arc. The only question, why haven't they taken more 3s?
So it's the Lakers now. Back to James. Pass to Reeves. Clock at 6. James outside.
You see the commitment from Collins there. Excellent work making an impact on defense.
Here's Collier. He's covered by Reeves. Here's Collier. No made baskets yet. Marking it from long range. Doncic grabs the miss. To the inside. And there's Reeves. That one's good on the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got 5 assists tonight. Utah leading. Pass to Kessler. Back to Sexton. Collins with a screen on Reeves. And here's Sexton. He's got 9. Over Reeves. Sexton misses.
Probably not the shot they had in mind, but you can't fault him. He had a clean look.
And that misses. That would have put him up. And so Markkanen will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Pass to Collins. Back to Markkanen. Down low. Here's Collier. Easy jumper from very short distance.
And Markkanen, the big fella, has nice court vision, solid at finding open teammates.
Hachimura outside. No good. That would have tied it.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Shot left block. And he hits the jump shot. And it's a 5-point Jazz lead.
I love that hoop from Collins Sexton. Don't settle, young man.
Sexton against Reeves. 1:27 left in the first half. James outside. Spins. There's the 3. Excellent D there from Collins.
Yeah, just hasn't been able to find his rhythm offensively, and that's having a ripple effect.
Clark, what's incredible about LeBron, he makes as big of an impact off the court as he does on it.
B.A., I think it's going to be one of the great case studies when he's all done playing, how he's impacted the game and uplifted people across the country and world. He's a tremendous advocate for social justice. He's obviously a shrewd and successful businessman, and he's been a vocal leader who also leads by example. He's actually epitomizing the change he'd like to see in other folks and inspiring along the way.
Lakers trail by 9. Doncic passes to James. Outside Reeves. Now James. Doncic outside. Looking to win the run. Oh, Luka with a deep one.
Yeah, he's owning them on the offensive end, but, you know, he can't do it by himself.
Here's Collier, guarded by Doncic. Here's Collier. Up and over Doncic. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And that'll do it for the first half of play. Utah ahead. They lead by 6. And time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Front line. They're thinking about this shot. One more time, a round of applause for the participants.
It'll be the Wizards out at Capital One Arena against the Pacers. Tip-off is 7 p.m. Eastern Time.
This is a game everyone had circled on their calendar, especially me, and it's finally happening.
I don't want to talk. Let's get going.
And talking about our game now, a very solid first half for the Utah Jazz.
I like how they've been hitting the boards, man. Playing real hard. That's great sign for the second half.
Yeah, but the score is close. And if they want to pull away, you got to do more than rebound.
Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Boy, really an incredible game here from Luka Doncic.
Yeah, he's kind of been the floor general for them tonight. A lot of assists for him.
And, you know, that's not a job they ask him to do very often. But in the first half, I thought he was in perfect sync with his teammates.
Utah leading by 6. On the court for the Lakers, Rui Hachimura is out there with James. Then there's Hayes. Then it's Austin Reeves. And it's Doncic in at the point. Counted from distance. Markkanen's got 13.
So much fun watching Markkanen catch fire like this. He's a capable, efficient scorer who does it at a high rate.
Now here's Hayes. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
And you know, with his free throw percentage being where it was last season, it changed the way teams defended him. I mean, there were no easy baskets. He was going to get fouled anytime he got near the rim. They were going to make him earn his points at the line.
Find the lanes. Find the lanes. One shot.
Here's Sexton. From behind the arc. Ooh, now 7 for 9 after that make.
And offensively, Sexton has been in the zone. He keeps finding chances and cashing in on them.
Pass to Hayes. Now here's Doncic. From way back there, Luka!
And his perimeter shooting might be the key to trimming their deficit.
I don't think there's any question about it. I mean, as long as he keeps knocking them down, they might as well keep going back to the well. No reason to let it run dry. Keep firing that thing. And, you know, passes like that go a long way. Terrific teamwork.
Sexton against Reeves. Now here's Doncic. And he's got 28 now. Oh, Kessler with the block. They recover it. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession. Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
Amazing indeed. And getting stops like that only encourages them to keep attacking on the offensive end.
And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. Drops in the 3. Jazz leading by 5. Pass to Kessler. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
That's his first personal.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Kessler taking 2 shots.
That free throw good from Kessler. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Los Angeles. Shoots over Collier. Doncic, no good. Utah leading by 6. Here's Collier. Inside. Here's Collins. The shot's good. Collins has got 9.
Their interior D continues to look shaky. Not a good matchup for them right now.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
Now here's Doncic. And he's got 28 now. Shot clock at 5. And they doubled up Doncic. And there's James from the arc. Kessler with a rebound. Kessler's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Here's Markkanen. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good.
And, you know, that's their first miss after knocking down 4 in a row to start the half.
Doncic finds James. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
LeBron James at the line for 1.
One shot.
That free throw good from James.
Now over 2 decades playing in the league, LeBron James continues to play at an amazing level. Remarkable.
And so Will Hardy calls for the timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. All right, let's look back on last season for a moment. Here were your scoring leaders. Number 1, Luka Doncic.
For him, it was a season to remember. And I think his fans would say the same.
Jazz leading by 5. Here's Collier. Pass to Markkanen. Ooh, Markkanen powers through the contact inside.
Impressive awareness from Markkanen. I mean, down on the block there, really good job of using his height to get his shots off.
Hachimura, the pass to Doncic. Clock at 4. Utah with the rebound. Collier's got his 4th rebound in this one.
They are just owning the boards right now.
And that's been the key to this league. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
Kessler, no good on the free throw. Lakers trail by 9. Here's Reeves. The shot's good on the assist by James. James has got 4 assists now tonight.
I love watching Reeves do his thing from the mid-range area. He's got a smooth package.
Now here's Collins. He's got 9. Markkanen misses.
That's a rarity for him, especially against the soft defense.
To the paint. Here's James. Pass to Hayes. From deep, here's Doncic. Kessler with a rebound. Kessler's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight.
Well, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. And tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Now here's Sexton. He's got 16. Markkanen finds Collins. Sexton with it. Takes a 3. It's going to be on LeBron James. That'll be a 2nd foul of the game.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the stripe.
Finney Smith checked in for Hachimura. Here's Collier. He's covered by Reeves. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Right side Reeves. To the middle. Here's Doncic. Oh, Luka inside, just finding a way.
Even for Doncic, this is a big night in the scoring column, giving his fans their money's worth and then some.
Outside Sexton. Pass to Collier. Beyond the arc. Offensive rebound. Here's Markkanen. He's got it. 6 of 10 now.
It's never easy trying to keep him off the glass. He's an absolute beast down there.
James outside. Sexton against Doncic. Hayes with a screen on Sexton. Down low. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. That one on Kessler. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for Utah?
Well, you love their unselfish play. Keeping that ball moving, good shot to great. That's winning basketball.
And they've also been ferocious inside, really taking advantage in the painted area and making good on those chances.
That one misses. The Jazz making a switch here. And he misses the second one as well, so 0 for 2 that time. Jazz leading by 7. And Clarkson, here we go, uses the glass to finish the layup.
Riding it up and in off the drive. Clarkson athletic enough to create his own offense.
James passes to Reeves. Here's Hayes. Now here's Finney-Smith. He's covered by Clarkson and stolen by Sexton. George outside. Pass to Markkanen. Now Clarkson. Back to Markkanen. From deep. Ooh, Markkanen confident from long range.
He's going off this quarter. A huge reason why this team is on top.
Hayes with it. Doncic with it. 30 points in the game. He gets it in there.
He's done everything he can to give them a lift tonight, but it hasn't been enough.
Clarkson finds Kessler. George with it. The 3-ball. Kessler passes to Clarkson. Rejected by James.
What timing by James on the denial. His hand is right there at the exact moment it needs to be.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Now here's Clarkson. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. Clarkson's got 7 points in the game.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Hayes with a screen on George. Reeves, the pass to Doncic. Outside Finney-Smith. Knocks down the long J. Finney-Smith's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Finney-Smith doing what we've come to know he can do. Knock down that jumper with a smooth stroke.
Oh, wasted no time on that one. And the Jazz lead by 11.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment.
And that one's good. James.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Clarkson for 3. Kept alive. Six on the shot clock. 3-pointer. Rebounded by the Lakers. Doncic has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Hey, how about imagining if they were hitting their shots, how big the lead could be. But so far, that's not been the case.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give them a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
Now here's Markkanen. Give him 23. Markkanen with a screen on Reeves. George for 3. Rebounded by the Lakers. Finney-Smith's got 4 rebounds in the game. On the wing, Reeves. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Hard, focused work that time earns Reeves the foul call.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
He did a lot of damage at the free throw line in their last game.
And one look at the box score will confirm that. You know, he really did excel at the stripe. I mean, they couldn't have asked for too much more from him when it came to knocking down free throws.
That free throw misses.
One of the tough things about guarding Reeves is his change of pace ability. I mean, he gives you a lot of different looks, a little bit herky-jerky and kind of unorthodox, and all of that keeps you off balance.
Martin, he's checked in for Utah. Sensabaugh comes in for Sexton. Vanderbilt's checked in for Los Angeles. Vincent comes in for Doncic. He hits the second from the line.
Staring at this deficit, they're trying to be more aggressive and get themselves to the line.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Hey, I know he makes a lot of threes, but he is not just a shooter. Finney-Smith will throw it down on you if you're not careful.
Martin a screen. Marking it outside. Launches it. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. George has got 4 assists now tonight.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
George feels it out a bit. Pass to Markkanen. There's a minute 26 left in the third quarter. Here's Clarkson. Buries it from about 10 feet away. Clarkson's got his third basket on the night right there.
His first half performance, somewhat forgettable, but now he's pouring it on.
Reeves up top. He's covered by Clarkson. The shot by Reeves, no good.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
Kicks it out to Markkanen. And again, it's Utah with a 3.
I mean, let me remind you, Markkanen is 7 feet tall. It's incredible how he shoots it so well from deep.
Screen by James. This is his second trip to the line in the game.
At the line for the Lakers, Austin Reeves, taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Reeves. Filipowski, he's checked in for Utah. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Jazz leading by 8. Now George. He has 6. Back to Markkanen. The 3. Utah making a switch here. Martin's checked in. The Lakers also with a sub. Connect's checked in for Reeves. Lakers trail by 8. And here's James. He's got 10. James, a freight train coming!
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Just 3 on the clock. He can't get it to go. And we've reached the end of the third. Jazz out in front. They're up by 6. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter started. Three tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. And And for Los Angeles, their shooting has been good. 54% on this one. Jordan Clarkson is out there with George. Then there's Kenyon Martin. Then it's Filipowski. And it's Sensabaugh in at the 3. That's the group for Utah right now.
Boy, it's so impressive you see Doncic at his size handle the ball the way he does. As a defender, he can really put you on your heels.
Here's Sensabaugh. Popping in on the layup.
This is when your interior D has to be on high alert.
Lakers trail by 6. Now here's Vincent. Banked it in off the glass.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind the layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Now here's Clarkson. To the inside. Here's Filipowski. And that one's good. Nice pass to set him up. And the Jazz lead by 6.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Doncic with it, and Clarkson picks him up defensively. All by himself. And he caps off the break with a monster slam.
Yeah, every coach wants assisted buckets. Guys like George, they move the ball.
Here's Doncic. Pass to Vanderbilt. Now Vincent. George defending. The rebound by Filipowski.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Doncic's shot is good.
No matter what you throw at Doncic, he'll adapt. Nice shot there. Jazz
leading by 8. If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Inside. And a moment to check out who the Los Angeles Lakers have coming up. On Wednesday, they'll head home to take on the Charlotte Hornets. And then on Thursday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Portland, going up against the Blazers.
And looking at the Dallas matchup, that's one to mark on the schedule. It's their 5th game of the year, and we should start to see lineups get sorted out.
And the first one at the line is good. Potter, he's checked in for Utah. Lenz checked in for Los Angeles. Reeves comes in for Vincent. Good on both. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Reeves against George. To the middle. Oh, got a piece of it. Martin with the ball. Down low. And that one's good. Clarkson's got 9 points now in the second half.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Vanderbilt, a screen on Clarkson. And here's Doncic outside. Rebounded by the Jazz.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Martin misses. Lakers trail by 12. Outside Reeves. Doncic outside. Let's go with a 3. Knocks down the triple. Doncic has got 39.
Once again, he's able to knock down the long-range jumper. He's on automatic. Just a brilliant game.
Pass to Clarkson. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. And Clark, we're seeing greater parity league-wide, but there's still those teams wandering the wilderness.
Yeah, and some of that is due to teams failing to draft well. You've got to be a little lucky, but you also have to be good in your draft selections. And it's not enough to have a high pick. It's really what you do with whatever picks you have in getting it right.
And he makes the first. And a new group getting ready for Utah. Kessler, he's checked in for Potter. Collins comes in for Martin. Lowry Markkanen's checked in for Sensabaugh. And it's Collier in for George. That one's no good. Kicks it out to Collins. Pass to Collier. 6 to shoot. Collins a screen. Clarkson for 3. Clarkson missing again. Lakers trail by 10. To the paint. Here's Lynn. Here's Connect. He's covered by Clarkson. And that one's good. Connect.
You have to be careful against Connect inside. He'll turn you into a highlight.
Here's Collier. Pass to Clarkson. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Clarkson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Now here's Reeves. Inside. Lynn inside. Kessler on him. Out of bounds. It'll be Jazz ball. Colin Sexton's checked in for Clarkson. Hayes is checked in for the Lakers. James comes in for Vanderbilt. Here's Collier. Outside Sexton. Pass to Collier. Markkanen outside. Kessler, a screen on Doncic. Markkanen for 3. They get it back. Kessler off target at the rim. And so James will bring it up for the Lakers. LeBron James with the flush.
How many times have we seen that? I mean, LeBron going right through and into the defense and finds a way to power through the contact as if he hasn't even been hit.
Pass to Kessler. And here's Markkanen. Just 5 to shoot. Collins with it. For 3, Sexton. The Jazz again can't hit.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
All sorts of time. And Connect gets it to go on the assist by Reeves.
Yeah, locked and loaded. Connect, ready to launch.
Collins outside. Pass to Markkanen. Fires the 3. Knocks it down from distance. Markkanen's got 32 points.
He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
Outside Reeves. Here's Doncic. Utah with the rebound. Kessler's got his 20th rebound here tonight. Here's Collier. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. And it's an 11-point Jazz lead.
That is super efficient, getting in deep and then taking advantage.
Sexton against Doncic. Here's Collier. Throws it up high. And finished off by Kessler.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a 10-point pass.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely sleek.
Here's James. After the basket by Utah.
The perimeter game has failed him thus far. Hit one from range in the first half, but nothing since.
Markkanen finds Kessler. Pass to Collins. Outside Sexton. Shot is up. The shot no good. Good D by Doncic. Can they get it? The shot's good on the assist by James. James has got 5 assists tonight.
You cannot give Luka any space out beyond the arc because he'll make you pay every time.
Markkanen outside. Pass to Collins. And there's a 3-second violation. And the Lakers making a change here. Hachimura's checked in.
Number 28, Rui Hachimura.
Lakers trail by 10. And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what J.J. Redick was going over with his team. Well, coach is thrilled with their three-point shooting, saying in the huddle, guys, let's keep it up. Continue to shoot it from deep. It's working. They've been on fire from distance so far.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Now Reeves. Hachimura outside. Outside Reeves. From deep, here's Doncic. Drills it from deep.
It's obvious he's taking it upon himself to try and keep them alive.
His first personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Lakers, Luka Doncic. Shooting one.
Utah leading by 6. Here's Collier. Pass to Markkanen. Sexton, a screen on Hachimura. Here's Markkanen. Oh, tough basket from Markkanen.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
And here's Sexton. And he's going for the lob. And then it's Collins with the dunk.
Throw it anywhere near Collins, he'll take care of the rest. Putting his athleticism and length to perfect use.
Now here's Reeves. Pass to Doncic. Hachimura outside. The shot is good. Doncic making the play. Doncic has got his 9th assist of the game now. Utah's gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this 4th quarter. Now here's Sexton. Blocked! Doncic outside. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. That one on Kessler.
Doncic, because he's so skilled and so savvy, he does a nice job forcing the defense into tough spots when they're guarding.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line. And that trims the lead to 6.
In their position, they really need to cash in on every chance at the line.
Pass to Kessler. Collins against James. Here's Collier. Some solid defense from Hayes. Now Now here's Doncic. Tightly guarded. Outside Reeves. Here's Hayes. Hey, from beyond the arc. Kessler with a rebound. 1:11 left to play in the fourth. Here's Sexton. Oh, a special move before that shot.
It's never easy trying to stop Sexton. I love watching him bounce off the defense and finish in style.
Doncic feeling it out a bit. Excellent D there from Collins. And they're so close to putting this game away.
Yeah, B.A., you don't have to do anything crazy. Just run the clock and turn it over.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
That's his first personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for 2, Collier.
First free throw is good, and that'll put him up by 9. Both shots good from the stripe.
I think it's a wrap. When the game's on the line, he knows how to deliver the crushing blow.
Now a timeout called by the Lakers. They're down by 10. Forty seconds left in the final quarter. And they doubled up Doncic. Lets the 3 fly. Utah grabs the miss. Outside Sexton. Kessler finds Collins. Now Sexton. That one goes in.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Here's Doncic. There's another block. Making his presence felt on this end.
And just holding down the fort, B.A., anchoring the defense.
So we see the Jazz taking the W here. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
All right, let's go courtside to Allie LaForce with our player of the game. Allie, it's all yours.
Lori, some efficient shooting for you tonight. How comfortable were you with the looks you were getting?
I was good. Teammates kept finding me. I think I had good looks, and can't really say much. Just try not to think about it too much and just let it go.
Just play the game the way it should be. Congrats on the win, Lori.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Clark Kellogg, this is Brian Anderson thanking you all for tuning in tonight. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Lauri Markkanen.
still very young. Greg, what are you looking forward to this year?
Well, Kevin, I'm always interested in the rookies, seeing which guys step up. The leap to the NBA can be a huge one, so you never know what will happen with some of these young players.
And now the Lakers starting group. LeBron James is out there with Jackson Hayes. Then it's Rui Hachimura. Then there's Doncic, and it's Reeves in at the shooting guard. And that one's good, James.
And making it look easy, LeBron overwhelms the defense inside.
Markkanen in the corner. Outside Collins. Inside. And Markkanen throws it down.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
Now Hachimura. Coming off a stellar performance against Utah. Doncic outside. Hachimura setting the pick for Doncic. Trying to find Hachimura. Gets it to him.
Wow, the ability to get off your feet in a hurry. Rui Hachimura with the dunk.
Here's Collier. Pass to Markkanen. Here's Collier. Picked by Markkanen. Just 5 on the clock. And there's the drive. Collier. That's good.
Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
And this is why you get the ball into his hands. Let him establish the pace and rhythm of the game.
Reeves against Sexton. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Drills it from outside.
Fearless, as always. Doncic loves to fill it up from deep.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Thanks, Kevin. Talked to Will Hardy a little while ago. Obviously, they're trying to limit the damage Luka Doncic inflicts. That's at the front of his mind. He said, Luka is going to get his. We can't stop that, but we can't let him set up everyone else for easy ones. When the whole team gets involved, we're cooked. We're going to make him work for every assist out there. Guys?
Thank you, David. Now, here's Collins. 17 points in his last outing. The 7th pick in 2017, Lauri Markkanen. Almost a throw-in that Donovan Mitchell trade.
That's incredible to think of now in the context of this guy becoming an all-star in his own right, Kevin. I mean, Markkanen is a 7-footer who's got efficient offensive numbers, like 50, 40, 90 type numbers. He is an uncommon talent.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Now we have a moment to look at how the blocks have been stacking up over the past several months for Walker Kessler.
We're just not seeing that same fierceness out of him defensively these last few months. He's lost a little bit of that intimidation factor. He's not blocking as many shots, and he's not making the same impact on that end of the floor.
Outside, Sexton. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Collins passes to Sexton. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
You love this. The pressure gets physical, and Colin Sexton doesn't blink. Nice job finishing through contact.
Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. Offensive rebound, and the dunk by LeBron.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. James has got 6.
And the story here, Kevin, early on, is how well they've shot the basketball.
Pass to Sexton. Shot clock at 6. From 13, Reeves with the rebound.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the 3. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot.
Now, here's Doncic. Last game out, he had 14. Utah with the rebound. The Lakers beat them last time when these two teams met in Los Angeles.
And they'll want to show that they're a much better team than they demonstrated last time out against these guys. At the very least, avoid another blowout.
Well, so many of their problems stem from turnovers. They simply could not take care of the ball, and it cost them in that matchup.
Here's Hachimura. Following the basket by Colin Sexton. Doncic right side. Over Cully. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Doncic has got his second bucket of the game to go. Outside, Markkanen. Jazz passing it around. Looking for Sexton. He gets it there. Reeves with the rebound. And Reeves has got the ball here for the Lakers. They lead by 7. Hachimura. And the dunk by Hachimura.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. And Will Hardy calls timeout here. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. And he's checked in for the Jazz. With the break in the action, let's show you the teams with the most second chance points last year. The Jazz, number 1.
Yeah, that was a huge factor for them a season ago. Their ability to attack the offensive glass and then convert those into second chance buckets. I mean, no one did it better.
Collins finds Clarkson. Traps in the tray.
Jordan Clarkson is a professional scorer. He is ready to rise and fire on the catch.
Reeves against Clarkson. Reeves with it to the paint. And he drops it in from the low post.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
Now, here's Clarkson. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Lakers. A stupendous finish in traffic. Clarkson's got 5.
Well, it just gets into the thick of the defense and makes a terrific play. Go ahead, Jordan Clarkson.
Doncic looking it over. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession. And one thing the Lakers are so adept at, Craig, inverting their sets to have different players start the action.
Yeah, it takes a high level of basketball IQ to do that on the fly. Makes defending the Lakers a nightmare. You never know how they'll attack you.
Kessler up top, covered by Hayes. Kessler passes to Clarkson. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Jordan Clarkson showing he's capable of finishing inside.
Doncic outside. Back to James. Pass to Hachimura. Shot clock at 5. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. Kessler with the rebound. Jazz trail by 4. Executing to perfection right now offensively.
I mean, in total sync. Good luck trying to stop him now.
Here's Collier. Last game we saw him score 13. And that one good from Clarkson.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Pass to Hayes. James outside. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. He's got 9.
In such a rhythm right now. Feathery touch. He's lighting them up.
Kessler, a screen on Reeves. Here's Clarkson. Got a hand on it. LeBron outside. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And despite the fact that LeBron James is now in the league for over 2 decades, he continues to dominate.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Lakers?
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
And that one misses. You know, Greg, thinking back to the glory days in Utah, they went to back-to-back finals in 97 and 98.
Unfortunately, though, Kevin, that Stockton-Malone era, they just couldn't overcome the dynastic Bulls. The Jazz still searching for that first NBA title.
And the Lakers making a change here. Vanderbilt's checked in for Jackson Hayes. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Hachimura. Connect, he's checked in for Austin Reeves. And it's Gabe Vincent in for Luka Doncic. And George gets it to go.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Lakers leading by 3. Now Vincent, 11 points for him in that last game against Utah. Count that one. LeBron's got 12.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
And here's George. 11 points for him in that last game against the Lakers.
And then there was his passing. When he wasn't scoring on his own, he was making plays for his teammates, and they just couldn't figure out how to defend him.
All right, a chance to look at the numbers for James. Great showing for him last season. Last season, he chipped in about 25 per, 8 assists and 7 rebounds. He's been nothing short of fantastic during that stretch. Offense coming very easily for him.
And so much of it, to me, is his ability to read the floor, make the right decision, and then go right after the action he wants.
That's good from Filipowski. And Utah making a change here. Sexton's checked in. Both good from the line that time. You know, when you talk about this Jazz team, Doris, you have to mention head coach Will Hardy.
You certainly do, Kevin, because remember, he came from the Boston Celtics organization. He also had a history in San Antonio. He is known as an excellent tactician. He does an incredible job scouting. Utah always one of the best prepared teams in the league.
Taken away. Pass to Vincent. Back to James. And they double up James. 6 to shoot. Finney-Smith finds Vanderbilt. Puts up a deep 3. Vincent misses.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Outside for Sexton. Here's the screen. Going inside. Pass to Filipowski. Clarkson surveying the floor. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game. And so James will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
Oh, man, off to a terrific start. Yet to miss with 6 made buckets.
Clarkson outside. They double him with James. Outside, George. Pass to Filipowski. Lakers with the rebound.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it, because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
Now here's James. A 24-point outing in their last game against Utah.
And you know, guys, the other thing I really appreciated about his effort in that game was the effort and work on the glass. What a well-rounded performance.
Pass to Markkanen. Clarkson outside. The tray. He's off on that one. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Lakers on top, up by 3. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Lakers here so far, guys.
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
I'll tell you, that willingness to make the extra pass, that is what creates good looks. It also forces the defense to scramble.
Now, here's Sexton. So on the floor for the Lakers to start this second quarter. Connect out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then there's Jared Vanderbilt. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Vincent in at the point. The Lakers in the lead. Vanderbilt, a screen on Sexton. The triple! Doncic!
There's a savviness innate to Luka Doncic. He has played this game for such a long time. Pick and roll, yeah, that's in my bag.
Pass to Martin. Now, here's Clarkson. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. When a team, Doris, is on a losing streak, what lessons can be learned from that?
Yeah, Kevin, you know this. Losing streaks seem to be inevitable in the NBA. The season is too long to go through without some adversity. What I think you learn is grit and how to keep fighting even when you don't have your best game available.
And he makes the first.
Yeah, Jordan Clarkson, one of those spark plug guys. You know you can put him in the game, and if he's got it going, he can ignite an offense.
The Jazz making a switch here. Sensabaugh is checked in. And both free throws good for Clarkson. LA's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Here's Vincent. Nothing on the board. Doncic outside. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Luka Doncic started off his 2024 Doris with a historic scoring performance.
He sure did, Kevin. He was only the 4th player in league history to score over 72 points in a game. It was the shooting performance of a lifetime, and Luka just takes it all in stride. Incredible.
No good on the free throw. You know, Doris, every so often there are guys that come along that you can build a franchise around, and Luka Doncic seems to be one of them.
There's no question, Kevin, and if I were putting a team around Luka Doncic, I'd want to have multiple vertical threats at the rim and shooters at every other position, because at that point, Luka is unguardable.
He hits the second from the line.
What you love about Luka Doncic is he's this unique combination of size and skill. He can really play cross-positionally. He makes shots at all 3 levels. So dangerous.
Out to Clarkson. No good. That would have tied it.
He has that confidence rolling, hitting 2 threes in the first, but he hasn't had one since.
Martin against Doncic. Nice 4 for 7 from the floor with that shot.
Boy, Luka Doncic makes it look easy. What a pretty jumper.
To the middle. It's deflected. Doncic with the steal. Clock at 6. Releases. Martin with the block. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Jazz trail by 5. George with the ball. Pass to Clarkson. Just 5 to shoot. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
This guy can flat out score. Jordan Clarkson having himself a night.
Sexton against Doncic. Pass to Vanderbilt. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And Utah making a change here. Sensabaugh is checked in. And that one falls for Vanderbilt. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Jazz. 6-point game. They host the Clippers after this game. And Will Hardy calls timeout here. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Plans check in for the Lakers. Let's now pause to take a look at the scoring breakdown between the front and back court of tonight's contests for Utah.
And it's been guard play, which really has shouldered the burden offensively here. They'd like a bit more production from the front court, but in the meantime, this backcourt has kept them in the game.
Sexton against Doncic. Left side, Sexton. And George kicks to Sexton. Sinks the triple. Sexton's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
This is a shot Colin Sexton has worked so hard to improve on. Can he be consistent from 3-point range?
Pass to Doncic. And here's what the schedule for the Lakers looks like. On Wednesday, they'll head home to take on the Charlotte Hornets. Then on Thursday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Portland, and they'll be taking on the Trailblazers.
And for that game against the Nuggets, it's going to be game number 4 for them during the start of this NBA campaign. They'll want to get off to a hot start to the year.
That free throw good from Doncic.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And Utah making a change here. Potter's checked in. The Lakers also changing it up. Hayes comes in for Alex Len. And it's Austin Reeves in for Vincent. All free throws good from Doncic.
Luka Doncic has established himself as a perennial candidate for MVP. He controls the game with the basketball in his hands. He is an incredible driver, and he makes the game easy for the guys around him.
Now, here's Clarkson. 18 points for him.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Here's Connect, leading by 5. And they double up Doncic. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Hayes. And it's off from 3-point range. Jazz have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. George passes to Clarkson. Lets it go from 14. Again, the Jazz score.
This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
Now Connect. Still yet to score. Back to Reeves. And there it is for him.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Now here's George. Here's Sensabaugh. Pass to Potter. Over Hayes. Potter misses. Lakers leading by 5. Reeves with it. He had 22 points in the win against Utah. Connect with it. Hayes finds Reeves. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Doncic fires from way outside. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. It's deflected. Now connect. Reeves the pass to Doncic. Can't get it to fall.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
And finished off by Martin.
Boy, outstanding pass and execution. They'd love to see Clarkson do that on a consistent basis.
Doncic kicks to Finney-Smith. Pass to connect. Back to Finney-Smith. Doncic against Clarkson. And again, the Lakers no good.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
And so far the story on Luka Doncic, coming off a terrific season. And of course, he's got a nose for the ball. He ranked in the top 10 in steals last season.
And his unmatchable instincts for scoring the basketball. That's what made him #1 last year. You can't stop him. And you can't even really contain him. No good on that.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
James checked in for the Lakers. Hachimura comes in for connect. And he can't hit the second.
And really, as solid as he's been at the line, I had already chalked those points up. Goes to show you, though, don't take anything for granted.
Kessler with it, covered by Hayes. Here's Collier, and finally they hit one. Collier's got his second bucket tonight.
A little playmaking there from Collins. Nice to see him setting others up.
Doncic passes to Hayes. And here is Doncic. Back to Reeves. Down low. Takes it off the glass. Reeves has got 4 this quarter.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Pass to Kessler. Now Clarkson. Collins, a screen on Reed. The shot by Clarkson, no good. Lakers leading by 3. Doncic outside. Pass to James. And they double up LeBron. Hachimura kicks to Hayes. The three-pointer, no good. Jazz have gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field. Markkanen looking it over. To the inside. Out to Clarkson. It's rebounded by Hayes. Well, it was the Los Angeles Lakers winning their last game against the Utah Jazz. And here's Doncic from the arc. Bangs home the trifecta. And it's a 6-point Laker lead.
Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
Here's Collier. Misses that one. His first miss of the night. 2 for 3. Fires the 3. And LeBron gets it to go with the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got 4 assists now tonight. Utah's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Pass to Kessler. To the middle. Here's Collier. It drops for his third basket. He's missed only one shot.
That's the idea. You work the ball into that area. It's a sweet spot.
Reeves against Clarkson. Reeves with it. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
Well, major height disadvantage. He recognizes that and still able to score it.
Now, here's Markkanen. 17 points for him last game against the Lakers in Los Angeles. The putback. They get it again. Here's Hachimura. And there's another one for the Lakers.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Clarkson against Reeves. And that one good from Clarkson.
Well, they're not behind because of this guy. He is putting on a tremendous run.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Sexton, he's checked in for Clarkson. Vincent's checked in for Los Angeles. .153 left in the first half. Back to Hachimura. Hayes the pass to Reeves. LeBron with it. He started by Collins and finished off by LeBron.
And what you're seeing is LeBron James get to the spots on the floor he wants to, and now you're going to have to try to break his rhythm. That's tough to do.
Here's Collier. 6 points for him. Collins a screen on Reeves. Sexton dishes to Collins. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Beyond the arc. That one's in there. The Lakers lead is cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Collier.
Listen, even average three-point shooters are going to make that shot. Defense must be better.
Here's Vincent. Still without a basket. Pass to James. Shot on the wing. Kessler with the rebound. Kessler's got his 5th rebound in this one. Sexton with it. He's picked up by LeBron. Kessler with it. Nice ball movement by Utah. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. And James throws it down hard.
LeBron James, ever the showman, with an exceptional slam there. One of the best dunkers in the history of the game.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Collier. 9 points in the game so far. Pass to Collins. Here's Collier. 3-pointer. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers going into the break with a 10-point lead. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. We've got more in store for you right after this.
And something out of left field for you guys.
Ernie, left field, this is not baseball. This is a basketball show.
So it's like from the backcourt, maybe like from the corner?
Okay, let me do this over, okay?
Yeah, because I'm kind of lost.
From the opposite. And now how about those first 2 quarters of play? Just a dominating performance for the Lakers.
I love their game plan. Work the rock inside until someone stops it.
It's a simple, direct strategy, Shaq. And when you can pull it off, it gives you a multitude of options offensively.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You gotta like what Jordan Clarkson has done in this game.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
The pairing up front, it'll be Collins and Kessler. Wing pair will be Sexton and Markkanen. And it's Collier in at the 1 spot. That's the group right now for Utah. Sexton against Reeves. Clock at 6. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. And here's Collins from outside.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Doncic bounce pass. LeBron powering inside.
And one of those players who will not be denied. LeBron so strong inside.
Outside Collins. Outside Markkanen. Drains the three-pointer. Markkanen's got 5.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Doncic left side. Lets it go from deep. And it's LeBron missing. Jazz trail by 9. Here's Collier. He's got 9. Pass to Collins. To the wing right side. Here's Collier. He's defended by Reed. The 3. He misses it. He's 4 for 7 from the floor. And so it's Hachimura who brings up the ball for the Lakers. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Oh, he touched it while it was in the cylinder. That's offensive basket interference. Jazz have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Collier, that's good.
You like seeing that from Colin Sexton. He's got to prove he's more than just a scorer.
LeBron outside. James absorbing hits on the drive.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Collins passes to Collier. Kessler the screen to the paint. And Kessler throws it down.
Wow, Kessler punishing the rim on that finish.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Doncic outside. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Here's Collier. Nice D from Doncic.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
There is so much responsibility on LeBron's shoulders. He has to keep that offense flowing, and he's got such a great grasp of their system.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. At this break, let's show you the teams that led the league in assists last year. The Lakers in 5th.
Just a gifted passing team. They play the kind of basketball that fans love to watch. Very unselfish and fluid offensively.
Here's Sexton. He's got 7. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Count it.
Yeah, Colin Sexton showing you right there. He's got strength to play through contact and a whistle.
Hey, DB, what do you make of Colin Sexton's nickname, Young Bull?
Kevin, I think it's a very apt moniker because this guy is relentless. He attacks you with his defense. He's going to come at you with a ton of youthful energy, and he will not back down.
Free throw good, Sexton.
Well, Colin Sexton, I mean, great athleticism, unbelievable quickness, but there is an intensity that pours off this guy nightly that you have to admire.
The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play.
And no surprise here, right? This guy is not only a gifted player, but he is so smart on the offensive end.
He's made 3 of his 4 free throw attempts in the game.
First team foul. Shooting for Los Angeles, Luka Doncic. 1 shot.
One shot.
Jazz trail by 9. Pass to Kessler. Outside, Sexton. And stolen by LeBron. Good on the bucket. 27 points for LeBron.
Vintage LeBron James. He's cooking, and this guy may be the best to have ever done it.
Outside, Collins. High post, Kessler. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Collier. Shoots over Doncic. And it's Collier missing.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Here's Hayes. Kessler with the rebound. Kessler's got his 6th rebound on the night. Markkanen in the corner for 3. Hits it from 3-point range. Markkanen's got 6 in the quarter.
How about the confidence? Markkanen looking fearless from the corner.
Back to LeBron. Over Collins. Kessler with the rebound. Kessler's got 7 rebounds in the game. Sexton for 3. Offensive rebound. Kessler a screen on Doncic. Pass to Kessler. Here's Collier. Can't hit that one. Good work defensively by Reed.
I'll tell you, it's been a struggle for him in this period, and they're struggling as a result.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score, lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Hachimura. Lakers leading by 10. Doncic outside. Reeves with the screen for Doncic. Pass to Finney-Smith. Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Utah's gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. Now, here's Sexton. Driving to the basket. Count the basket. Sexton's got 5 points now in the quarter.
I'll tell you, individually, he is doing all he can. But right now, somebody's got to step in and support this guy.
Hayes finds Reeves. With some arc. He takes it up and lays it in. Reeves has got the lead up to 12 now for the Lakers.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
Kessler passes to Sexton. Fires it up. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Sexton's got 14 points for the game. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Collins with some nice D.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
Pass to Collier. Collins against James. Sexton deciding where to go with it. Over LeBron. In the corner, Collins with it. Sexton the pass to Collier. Markkanen from outside. Nailed from three-point land. Markkanen's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Jazz. Now Reeves. 12 points for him. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
And now they're starting to pound the basketball inside.
Pass to Collier. And here is Markkanen. Finney-Smith defending. And Sexton has it in the corner. Lots of room. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Sexton's got 9 points in the quarter.
Well, as usual, this guy cooking on the offensive end. But right now, the other guys on his team have got to step forward.
Reeves outside. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
They've been playing some really physical offense, just attacking the paint as much as possible. And I tell you what, they have been very successful with that strategy.
I think another thing that's striking here tonight, the ball movement is incredible. Again and again, they're making smart passes to ready shooters.
Vanderbilt's checked in for the Lakers. Gabe Vincent comes in for Doncic. On defense, the Jazz trailing here by 8. LeBron outside, 5 to shoot. That one misses. Excellent D there from Markkanen. Utah's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Reeves against Clarkson. Outside, George pulls up. The Lakers with the rebound. James has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Reeves against Clarkson. The 10-footer hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Reeves has got 9 points now in just the second half.
Just a great hustle play there. Energy and passion. This is what you play the game for.
Here's Markkanen. The Lakers with the rebound. James has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Reeves. Pass to Vincent. LeBron outside. From deep, Reeves. Some solid defense from Clarkson. Jazz trail by 10. And George kicks to Markkanen. Tries the spin move. George looking around. Martin with the screen for George. The Jazz with another miss. Los Angeles leading by 10. Vanderbilt the pass to Reeves. 1:33 left here in the third quarter. LeBron fights his way through.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
The Jazz shooting 47% since getting things started in the third quarter. Reeves against Clarkson. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Clarkson's got 24.
Well, Jordan Clarkson came into the NBA as an aggressive scorer, and in the mid-range, he is as good as it gets.
Pass to Reeves. And a wide-open look for James. Hits the three-point bomb. James has got the lead up to 13 now for Los Angeles. George dishes to Markkanen. Clarkson outside. Driving in. Lakers with the rebound.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Stolen by Markkanen. And here's Martin. In the corner, it's Clarkson. Up and in on the layup. 26 points for him.
Well, they're trying to establish their attack down in the paint. And make no mistake, these help their overall confidence.
From deep, Reeves. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Lakers lead by 11. From the Delta Center, it's the NBA on 2K Sports. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Taking a look at the Lakers. Vincent is out there with Doncic. Then there's Dorian Finney-Smith. Then there's Jarrett Vanderbilt. And it's Connect in at the 3 spot. Doncic outside. Back to Finney-Smith. Martin with the block. Goes up and finished off by Martin.
And that's a terrific sequence at both ends there. There was the block shot, then the run out, and nice finish on the break.
Now, here's Doncic. Pass to Finney-Smith. Over Martin. Finney-Smith can't get it to go. Jazz trail by 9. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Here's Sensabaugh. And here's Martin. Here's Sensabaugh. Finney-Smith defending. A shot by Clarkson, no good.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
It's stolen by Martin. Here's the break. Pass to George. Drives to the hoop. And again, it's Utah.
Deontay George deciding, you want to concede the mid-range, I will get to that spot.
And so Doncic will bring it up for Los Angeles. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Vincent the pass to Finney-Smith. And that one drops. Finney-Smith's got his first basket.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
The shot by George, no good. Lakers leading by 9. Doncic outside. Vincent finds Doncic. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Pass to Sensabaugh. Down low, here's Martin. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the knee.
First team foul. At the line for Utah, Kenyon Martin Jr. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Martin. And the Lakers with some changes. Len comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Austin Reeves in for Vincent. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Los Angeles leading by 9. Reeves with it. Len with a screen on George. Reeves, that's a two-pointer. Again, Los Angeles.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Now here's Williams. Five on the clock. Puts up a three. And once again, off the mark by Utah. The Lakers have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. They get it back. Vanderbilt kicks to Len. Reeves outside. Tries again. And it's Len. That time on the assist by Reeves. Reeves has got 6 assists here tonight. Jazz trail by 13. Outside, George. Pass to Juzang. From down in the low post, it goes.
What vision, what feel by Keontae George.
Lakers have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Len passes to Reeves. Tries from 10. And the dunk by Vanderbilt.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Inside. Out to Clarkson. Pass to George. Left side, Martin. 2 on the clock. That falls. Nice feed that time from George.
Boy, when he's not beating you with the shot, George can absolutely beat you with the pass.
Doncic outside. Now Reeves. And it's sent back by George. And now Utah, fast break. Moving it up. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. Austin Reeves picks one up.
Jordan Clarkson has better passing skills than people think. That is on time and on target.
And the Lakers with some changes. Hayes, he's checked in for Len. James comes in for Vanderbilt. And it's Gabe Vincent in for Connect. And that one falls for Martin.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Reeves the pass to Hayes. James outside. LeBron playing like a big man inside.
Well, you love his effort level, right? Particularly when it's winning time. He is going for the finish.
Pass to Markkanen. Sexton with the screen for Markkanen. Good on the triple.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
LeBron dishes to Hayes. LeBron against Kessler. Oh, and the jam by LeBron.
And what an explosive finisher LeBron is, rocking the rim whenever he goes up like that.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Jazz trail by 9. Here's Collier, and play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And that's only his first miscue of the night. He's been unbelievably steady so far.
Collins checked in for Utah. And the Lakers also making a change. Hachimura is checked in. Los Angeles leading by 9. Now, here's Doncic. LeBron can't get it to go.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
They grabbed their own miss. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Colin Sexton has got blinding speed, so when he puts the ball on the deck, the defense is going to be in a bind.
For 2, Colin Sexton.
And the first one at the line is good.
And the aggressiveness Sexton plays with is infectious. He motivates his teammates to play just as hard.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Los Angeles leading by 8. Pass to Doncic. Collins against James. Shot from the low block. Good on the jump shot. LeBron's got 17 now, just in the second half.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Kessler, and Kessler throws it down.
Yeah, this is why people like to play with Mr. Markkanen. This guy is a solid passer out of that forward spot.
Reeves outside. Pass to Hayes. Doncic outside. Over Collier. Doncic, no good. And so Markkanen will bring it up for the jam. 8-point game. Nice ball movement by Utah. Sexton the pass to Kessler. Here's LeBron. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Is on Colin Sexton.
LeBron James always ready to sacrifice for the play. Absorbs the contact, draws the foul, gets the shot off.
LeBron James. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, James.
The feel LeBron has for the game, unreal. Whatever situation he finds himself in, he always seems to have an answer.
And both free throws good for LeBron. Here's Collier. Outside, Markkanen. Collins kicks to Markkanen. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Love to see the 7-footer Markkanen go right up with it. Doesn't give the defense time to react.
Back to Reeves. LeBron against Collins. To the middle. Here's Hayes, and Hayes throws it down.
And of all LeBron's championship characteristics, and there are many, his greatest may be his unselfishness.
On the wing, Markkanen. Pass to Collier. Oh, that's blocked. Here's Doncic. No good with the layup. Jazz trail by 10. Outside, Sexton. Outside, Markkanen. Tipped away. Here's Collier. He's covered by Hachimura. And finished off by Collins.
Well, such an intelligent basketball player. John Collins knows how to get himself a look out of pick-and-roll action.
Pass to Hayes. Doncic with a screen for Hayes. Here's James.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. Here's Collier. Lobbed up there for Collins. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Just tremendous recognition from Collins there. Sees an opportunity to be a target at the rim, and his teammate puts it on time.
Now, here's Doncic. Doncic converts inside.
When you allow good scores to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this is simply stated, been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
That free throw good from Doncic. Jazz trail by 11. Here's Collier. Left side, Markkanen. Picked by Markkanen. Shot clock at 5. Here's Sexton, and there's another one for the Jazz.
Well, speed is such an important weapon for Colin Sexton. He gets to the mid-range game. Nice.
Los Angeles leading by 9. Reeves the pass to Doncic. Here's Collier. On the wing, Markkanen. .112 left in the fourth quarter. To the right side. 6 to shoot. Markkanen a screen on Doncic. And it's Collier missing. Lakers shooting indicative of smooth offensive play, up at 60%. They're a machine from the floor.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Lakers.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And their dominance continues, guys, as they sweep the season series 4-0.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for LeBron.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
And here is Doncic following Colin Sexton's 3. And here's LeBron outside. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. James has got 45 points.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
I'll tell you, it's never an easy point in the game, knowing whatever you do, you're still coming away with the L.
And so the Lakers take the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, LeBron James.